Influences will either make us or break us. This is KleerSeries.
Sometimes we can look like we've got it all together on the outside, but we're a total mess on the inside. I heard a story once about a promising young football player and his wise granddad. The young man signed to a top league club and quickly rose to fame. Every time he scored a goal in front of his home fans, the teenager felt like the world was at his feet. The boy's grandfather would watch every game, and he always had some wise life lesson to share with his grandson. Life for the young man had never been better. Pretty soon, the pressures of fans' expectations left the young man feeling overwhelmed, and it wasn't long before he fell into the wrong crowd. People told him he could have whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted it, no matter the cost. He believed his own hype. Life quickly spiraled out of control. He shut out his grandfather and no longer listened to his words of wisdom. On the pitch, he was a genius, but whenever he was off the field, he became consumed by drinking, drugs, and destructive relationships because of the people he was spending his time with. By the time this young man tried to contact his grandfather to figure out what to do next, it was too late. His career was ruined and his grandfather had sadly passed away. How we respond to the influences in our lives can either make us or break us. After all, we can't control what tries to influence us, but we can control how we respond. What directions are our role models, our friendships, and the media messages we so readily listen to leading us in? And what are we going to do about it before it's too late?
Have you ever been so bored or so bold as to wonder what it would be like to be controlled. Like all of those video game characters that scroll across our screens, that jump when we hit a button without any question of what their wish might be. Well, you may be surprised to find that you are being controlled more than you may have first had in mind. For the world has many controllers, and their fingers are always on the buttons. With one single press, they tell us how to dress. By merely hitting down or up, they tell us how to talk. By touching X or B, they tell us what we need. They simply get out their controller toy and they set the standards on what can give us joy. And if you stick to what they're saying, you may never behold the fact that you are really being controlled. But you can cut the cord. You can choose to control yourself. You need only unplug the controls of this world and plug in to something else. For if we are being controlled by what is plugged into us, then we need to make sure we're plugged in to a good influence. So, the next time you do something, the next time you get dressed, say something, or try to fit into a pre-made mold, ask yourself the question, am I being controlled?